Are MAGA morons worse at being the bully or being bullied? Now, hear me out, because this isn't even about Donald Trump and Elon Musk bullying each other and humiliating themselves in their catfight breakup.
Quick reaction on what's going on with Elon Musk and President Trump on Twitter right now.
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Now, while those girls have been fighting and dominating the headlines, there's been another feud between two biological females that's been getting far less coverage despite its star-studded cast. You see, 7-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles utterly humiliated this hateful MAGA bully, Riley Gaines, after Riley decided to cyberbully a children's softball team for having a transgender player. You see, Riley Gaines is a former college swimmer turned activist and anti-trans speaker who came in 85th during Olympic trials in 2016 when she was a teenager. Honestly, pretty impressive for a 16-year-old. Riley, from letting the hate that fueled her for so long, finally have a platform. Now look, before I lose you here, I think trans people are people and deserve respect. I agree it isn't entirely fair to let them compete in professional sports in the gender category they were assigned at birth, but this story isn't even about that. First and foremost, openly trans athletes are exceedingly rare, with fewer than 10 competing in the NCAA, according to the association's president. But despite this, leaked emails show that as early as 2014, the anti-LGBTQ hate group Alliance Defending Freedom was coordinating with the American College of Pediatricians, another anti-LGBTQ hate group, to produce pseudoscientific studies. And after this fiasco and the outpouring of hate from these groups, many of them Christian, because there's no hate like Christian love, Riley became a figurehead for right-wing conservative media to platform their stupid culture war issue. And again, I understand it being unfair, but when you start making anti-trans BS your entire platform, instead of talking about, I don't know, healthcare, gun violence, children's safety, or ending blatant corruption, then you're just masking the real concerns by fueling the hate of morons for hate's sake. Case in point, yesterday, Riley reposted the Minnesota State High School League's softball state championship victory photo where they said that they won the championship. This team, a high school team with children, happens to have a trans athlete on it. And so Riley Gaines says, comments off, LOL, to be expected when your star player is a boy. Initially, the internet reacts. Wade Wilson, great name, reference to Deadpool, says, the comments are off because people like you bully kids until they end up offing themselves. It's because you're a hateful bigot, you subhuman trash. And Keith Olbermann saying, oh, it's America's favorite 85th place finisher trying to think again without result as usual. Someone else said, you're an awful person. All this because you lost a swimming competition to a trans woman? Actually, we tied for 5th place. It's basically the Holocaust. Does being a mediocre clown ever get old? To which Simone Biles responded by saying, Riley Gaines, you are truly sick. All of this campaigning because you lost a race. Straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive, or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports. Maybe a transgender category in all sports. But instead, you bully them. One thing's for sure, no one in sports is safe with you around. Riley, being the class act MAGA bigot that she is, responded to that by posting her response and juxtaposing it to her speaking in front of the Senate about Larry Nassar, the former college coach who abused many women, saying Simone Biles when she had to endure a predatory man versus Simone Biles when other girls have to endure predatory men. And that is the most bullshit comparison I have ever seen. But what else do you expect from the people defending the man in the Epstein files? And this caused even people in the comments of Riley's post to go off on her, saying, this might be your lowest post yet. You're attacking a child and showing photos. What is wrong with you? Seriously, this time you've gone too far. Oh, sit down, you whiny little B-word. You sucked at your sport. You lost. You're a sore loser. Stop crying about it and go get a real effing job. Imagine making your whole purpose in life to hate one group of people. Riley Gaines actively spends time searching for children to bully. This is what happens when your only claim to fame is being a fifth-place swimmer and a bigot. You want to change policy, then work to change policy. But attacking a child, which is what she is low. Low even for a fifth-place finisher like you. They don't need bigots stinking up the place after they break another glass ceiling for marginalized athletes everywhere. We also couldn't help but notice Simone Biles roasting your dumb ass. Fuck off, Riley. Your hate will never win. These are children, you fucking ghoul. And I couldn't agree more with most of these comments that I'll leave up there. Because we can have an actual conversation that Simone was trying to have about what we can do to, make equity across the sporting world between women, men, and transgender athletes without dehumanizing an entire group of people. But no! You, the MAGA bigots that like to hold the holier than thou, pray, clutch my pearls in my Bible and pray to Jesus, even though I would crucify Jesus. You sit here and make fun of children. Oh, how pro-life of you. The same kids who, without the gender-affirming care that thankfully they've been supplied, end up offing themselves. But you guys love that, right? Because it's pro-life, unless they're Democrats or liberal or woke or not born into a rich white family. These maggots make me sick. And I'm going to try and phrase this last piece in a way that won't get me demonetized. But it's so ironic how the hate that they spew in many ways is almost justification for the implementation of the hateful policies and practices that they preach and try to enact for the detriment of other people. I think the example that I could best go with that keeps it light would be they are the ones who should be deported and put in jail based on their own description of why they are deporting and putting in jail migrants, right? Criminality. They're R-words, they're terrorists, they're predators, they're insane. Many of them aren't even people. At least by someone's definition. God f*** them all, and may they rest in hell. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.
House voted to uphold common sense again, to uphold the original meaning of Title IX, and keep biological men out of women's sports.
I'm thrilled with the passage of H.R. 28, the Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, but truthfully, I'm mad. I'm mad that this is something we have to do. I'm mad that we as women have to beg for equal rights.